How's everybody? All
What's
right, so
good, bro?
some of y'all do know me, some of you don't know me. So born and raised Georgia, Carrollton, Georgia. It's not like a super big town. That's where I was born. I also went to college at Central Arkansas. That's where I got my bachelor's in family and consumer science. And then after that, I got my master's at Troy University. And we actually have Tion on the call as well. And she went to Troy with me as well. So what's good, Tion? Uh, and then basically overall, y'all, like just basically with this concept, I was actually shown this in 2014 by a friend. I pretty much shot it down, but if I knew, it's crazy. If I knew what I knew now, um, I would have definitely joined that team. She says Trojan forever. And then basically, y'all, just pretty much how I got started. Uh, I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for Victoria today. You know, she was actually introduced this concept as well, and I was very skeptical about it. I was like, I just kind of basically shot it down. And a lot of y'all don't know this as well. She actually paid for me my first couple months just because I didn't believe in it. I was a skeptical person. I was very small minded when it came to a lot of things. But you also don't know what you know. And she actually paid for me those couple months right here. Uh, and then with that, just overall, like I said, I was skeptical, but I realized I had to ask myself, did I want to be in the same place a year from now? So just get out that comfort zone overall. And that's going to be the number one thing, y'all, because this concept using this, it is not that hard. It's hard as you want to make it. But like I said, ask yourself, do you want to be in the same place a year from now? And what I like to always use, become comfortable being uncomfortable, and I ask myself that every single morning that I wake up. Fast forward, this is a system. The things that I've actually got from this is to just keep it simple. Number one, keep it super simple. And the second thing is to use your motivation. All right. Actually enjoy it. Cause if you're not having fun, then why are you doing this? That's the most important thing. Have fun, enjoy it. And pretty much why I'm doing this as well, it's just to take my family on trips. Life is not promised forever, so why not enjoy it overall? Um, yeah, and I mean that's pretty much it right there, Tyler. I can say some more if you need me to.
No,
Let me go.
100%, bro. That's a lot of gold right there. Can you
I
hear me
have some
okay?
stuff. I know you want me to keep talking.
Actually, yo, go ahead then. Keep going.
Oh,
Don't put the filter on. Take it
okay,
off.
that's cool. That's cool then. And just everyone, pretty much overall. And I just wrote a couple notes down so you see me looking back and forth. Uh, what I've learned through this concept and just everything is we also ask ourselves, at the end of the day, we're also focused on the negative part. What can I do better? What can I do to get this person on the call? Why not focus on those strengths each and every day? It's just pretty much with my gym membership, because I do have a gym. Uh, and I've learned a lot of concepts with this business to my actual job. I know when I first started Burn Boot Camp, that's my location, they didn't sell a membership for, I think it was 4 months. I came in, I did 60 in 6 weeks. And that did increase my paycheck. Um, but I used everything that I've learned from here, learned from Tyler, and learned from everyone on this team to my gym, which has brought hundreds of people into my gym, and I just helped them overall. So like I said, just think of a different perspective when it comes to things, y'all. Like it's super simple. Uh, when it comes like to the invite, like I said, overall be motivated, but use your strengths. For example, we got Sean on the call. Sean, what is your strength, dude? Like when you're reaching out to people, what is your strength overall? What do you really focus on?
Um, Man, honestly, I just try to stay excited because I know what we have our hands on. I've been in it long enough. I've gone through the ups and downs. I just try to stay excited every time I talk to somebody. I don't care what the outcome is going to be, but I just find the more excitement you have, the better off everything's just going to go. Well, even if they tell you no, you're still excited. You like I said, you know what you have on your hands. So I like to answer your question. Yeah, I think one of my strengths is just staying excited every time I talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Do we have anybody else that wants to hop in? Just quick. What is the strength? What's something that y'all focus on? Me, I'll say.
I would say stand around the campfire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's Tion.
Yes, that's me. I would
Oh,
definitely say stand around the campfire.
yeah. And some of you don't know Tion, so she is a part of a team in Alabama. Actually showed her this concept a while back. And then she just Tion's actually she's Tion, so you're a 3-star right now, correct?
Yes, I am. I am.
How fast did you hit that?
I did that in like a month and a half, I believe.
Oh,
It's like a month and a half. I hit 3-star rep.
yeah, crazy. And I
And
actually
my cousin's actually on the call, and he I don't want to get it wrong. I think he hit senior rep in 15 days, something like that. But we moved pretty fast.
No,
um
it was director. Yeah, a director in 15 days.
yeah. And what did you do?
Like for the people that don't know me, my name is Sandarius Jones. I'm from Talladega, Alabama, and like I saw it in 2014. So one of my first event was the View. I went to the View when I was 18 years old. So that changed my perspective. Training changed my perspective. I kind of went home. Being from where I'm from, it's not that many options. We don't know that many ways to provide. We only know a few ways. So it was very new. I went back to that home environment.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of discouraged me because they was calling me weird because I really was trying to change. So this time I looked at it like I'm going to be myself. I came at it with a different attitude, a different mindset. I'm older now. I'm going to graduate. I have a daughter. So I came in with a different mindset, and it was a lot different this time as well, because when I saw it, it was a push play DVD for the first time. This time it was a live presentation. I got that, that physical touch, it made it a lot different, man. And I had senior rep in 6 days without doing a presentation.
Wow.
Director in 15 days, without doing a presentation. That just shows you I had a lot of help, man. Like I have a great sponsor, man. Like I have one, like, MD, Torres Smith, 100K earner, man. So, I got a lot of great leaders around me. I'm very coachable, very teachable. And I just plugged into a simple system, man, So I just say plug, like my cousin said, stay around the campfire, definitely work on personal development. You want to grow because, it's going to be times to where you're going to need that personal development to get you through certain situations. So, definitely focus on the personal development. And yeah, but stay around the campfire, and like Mr. Adams said, stay happy, Posture is everything. Posture is everything, man.
Yeah. And yeah, and I appreciate y'all for sharing that. And I would just start off, like one strength of mine is I'll get it done no matter the circumstances. Y'all, like with my job, I work 12 to 14-hour days. And that includes social media, all those types of things. But I get up at 3:30 every single morning. Well, most mornings. I get off around 11:30, right? And even in that time frame of me going back to work at 3, I'm doing social media, I'm making calls. And then I'm honestly back home around like 7:30. So y'all, I don't have much time, and I'm literally making calls driving home. I mean, I wouldn't say do this, but I have no choice, like I said, I don't want to be in the same place a year from now. I'm tired of having residual bills and not residual income, like I'm tired of not living life overall. And I'm not gonna let a job affect me, because you're definitely not replaceable. I mean you are replaceable at work, so that's pretty much the main thing for me. Like I'm making calls, and Victoria, she can say this as well. She does majority. She helps me with my calls, and I think she's very good at what she does as well. So I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't her paying for my couple months, So like overall, y'all just find your strengths, and then make that your main focus. Like don't even worry about the negatives. Like what can I do to be better? But how can I talk this person in a certain way? And also be personal with people. They don't want you to seem like a bot or come in the wrong way. Some people are reds. They do want to know right then and there, but there's not a certain way you have to reach out to someone. It's plenty different things. And I'll pretty much do like a 2-step invite. I'll talk with that person. Hey, how you doing? And then just keep it super simple. I'll just say certain things as far as, and I got some more stuff on here. Uh, I want to run some stuff by you. What's your opinion? You know, just keep it super simple. And also be in control of the conversation. You know, that's pretty much the one thing that I've learned as well. Because they won't give you those certain times, and then they'll kind of put it on the back burner. Like, no, all right, we're gonna do it at this. Don't say exactly like that, but are you free at 3:30? That simple. They say no, all right, catch you another time. Right. And they'll see your pictures, they'll see you traveling, and they will want to know question. They're like, well, I mean, what is it? What do you got to tell me about? And with some people, I do say travel. I'll just be honest. I do say it's about traveling. Um, that's pretty much what I talked about, those reds, you know. Blues, you know, you can't be so straightforward. So kind of beat around the bush just a little bit, but just be personal overall with the people, be confident. And once you get that no, let that motivate you at the end of the day. I love no's because I'm that much more closer to a yes, you know. So that's the system, y'all. It's pretty simple. Don't put any thought into it, and just numbers. It's numbers. Just get the info in front of their face.
Roy, that's what's up, brother. And just to tap into what you just said there. So this is something that I know about you that most people don't know. Everybody wants to be so structured. They want to say, you know, hey, what are you doing tonight at 7? Hey, what are you doing tonight at 8:00, brother? You know, they want to get all structured with it. Are you a particular time kind of person, or have you shown at 6:08 p.m.? Have you shown at? Can you talk about that? Are you all the way structured?
I'm not like, I don't I'm not the type of person who writes on the whiteboard or writes notes. I pretty much just reach out to a ton of people overall. And whenever they're ready or whenever I'm ready, I try to get them right there on the call. No matter if I'm going to work, no matter if I got to go to sleep at night. If they're free, if they're available, I'm hopping up at 1 a.m. Like, I'm hopping up at 1.
And let me stop you real quick. Why? This will be important. I mean to interrupt like disrespectfully, but why do you do that?
I don't know how to answer that. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, that's the number one thing. It's your business at the end of the day. You know, like, just go back to the question. Do you want to be in the same place a year from now? Like, why not hop on the call? And you can't give them time to think as well. You know, like, if they want to talk, make it happen fast. Get it in front of their face. Be eager. You know. Oh, because you lead your team. Yeah, that's facts.
Hey guys, real quick, I got a flood of questions that I kind of laid out here, but I do know a few of you on the call are either directly on his team or some way, shape, or form right across from him. So to open the floor up real quick, does anybody have a question for Roy? And just a little bit of insight. Once this man made the decision to go for 3-star rep, that was probably the most analytical I saw this dude. I don't know if it really did take him any more than, I think ballpark from him trying to go for it, it was probably anywhere from 1 to 2 months. And Roy can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was either 1 to 2 months was basically where it took him to get there. So he's putting in people fast, and a lot of us were watching that. I think one time he hit 1 star in 1 day. 2 days later, he hit 2-star. Now here he is as a residual earner. So anybody will have a question, come off mute for this man. Otherwise, I'll ask away. I do want to open it up to the floor.
Yeah, I don't. Real quick, I don't really have a question. I just want to say this because I got to hop off the presentation at 9. But I just want to say congratulations, man. I know there was times where you guys would just call me, and I was like, "Oh, Roy's FaceTiming me. He must be the testimony." Like, there was no heads up, but I was always doing them, and we didn't know each other from, hardly anything. But I remember a specific conversation. You were just sick and tired of being sick and tired at your job. You working your butt off for, not enough money, not enough time freedom. And I knew from that conversation we had, you were like, "Man, it's time to switch and get to different gear, and I'm gonna go get this done." And I was like, "Yeah, I know you are." And now look at you hitting 3-star reps. So I just want to come off mute and say congratulations, bro, and just keep pushing. And
we'll definitely link up when I come up there next month.
Appreciate it, brother. Respect to you. Respect to those random calls. I'm calling you at random time, and you're able to pick up and talk.
It's all good, man. That's what we're here for.
We'll leave it up for another comment or question. I'll give it 3 seconds. I'm gonna ask away. Brandon Miller, come on, brother. Let's see you off mute.
Yep, got one. All right. So what type of invites do you use? Now in these code boy times, we're not face-to-face so much. We're doing a lot of texting, a lot of FaceTiming. What kind of invites are you guys using to go and, get the word out?
Instagram. That's pretty much what I base everything off of. I'll reach out from somewhere at around 10 to 15 people per day. I have started to go back to in person. So just people around the Des Moines area. But for me right now, it's pretty much just through social media. Facebook especially. It's a way you can actually find those older friends that you haven't talked to in a while. Friends in your hometown, just different type of areas. But specific for me is social media. Zoom calls, all that. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, broadly, yes, it does, but articulately. So let's say somebody on Facebook, let's say you went to high school with, and maybe they like, or maybe they give you a comment on something you've done. What do you do to reach out to them specifically?
I'll keep it super simple. So I'll just ask them, how's their day going? It's been a while. Obviously, I do know that person. So I do have some type of relationship with that person. But I say, I got something to show you. Keep it super simple. Are you free at this time? Or I have some info that I want to show you. And it's something that I kind of play with as well, because every person is going to be different,
That's what's up, Roy. I think that's a great amount of content. I mean, what you're saying, is you're not structured to just one singular thing. You do adjust. Champions adjust, and that's what you've been doing. So that makes a lot of sense.
And you do.
Go ahead.
My bad. Oh, and you do have certain ways. So I pretty much have a format, and Tyler is actually sent this to me as well, reaching out to influencers. That's very important right there. So reach out to the influencers a certain way. And I actually, let me pull it up. It's pretty dope. I have a ton of things that I pretty much save in on my phone. And that's another thing, y'all. Copy and paste. Don't keep writing over and over and over and over. Make it easier on yourself. Just give me a second. All right, so one thing I have on here, Tyler sent me this as well. Hey Betty, hey Dan, what's up, brother? What's up, sister? It looks like you have a ton of influence. Just came across your profile on my feed today, looking at posts in Des Moines. What all do you do? I've pretty much had a ton of luck with that, because people want to talk about themselves at the end of the day, and they'll tell you what they do, but I don't go from a standpoint of, do you want to become a rep? I talk to them specifically just about travel. If they're not eager to get there I don't even mention the rep portion, because not everyone wants to do that. Not everyone's willing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey guys, we got 9 more minutes. Roy, guys, think of a question as I asked this. Roy, how are you closing people? How are you asking them to come aboard the team?
Stare them in the eye. Like I said, just whenever that time's come, y'all be confident when it comes to that showing. Tell them, are you ready? Should be confident overall. Are you ready to start this journey? It's either yes or it's either no. What's the quote? I can't remember. What's the quote? Tell me fast. Tell me
yes, tell me no, tell me fast, I gotta go.
Tell me fast, I gotta go. Yeah. That's crazy.
Roy, what has been your most common objection And how did you handle it? Either most common or hardest, whichever one you want to answer.
Most common, I have to talk to my husband. I have to talk to yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I also talk, and I just say certain things as far as, well, if I'm talking to my husband, have you ever bought a pair of shoes without your wife? Wives, have you ever bought a pocketbook without your husband? So he's pretty much not actually using it against them, but they went and purchased something without their husband or wife's consent. This is your life you're talking about. This is more memories with your family. It shouldn't be that hard.
Period.
Tian, what up?
I have a question.
Yes.
I was just gonna ask, how do you keep up your momentum and keep going? Because I know the company, it has its ups and downs, but how have you gotten this far?
Man, that is an amazing question. So good I can't even answer it. No, I'm just playing. Just keeping that momentum, honestly. I would just say the team. Like you gotta have a support system. You can't. Some people can do it by themselves, but I personally can't do it by myself. You gotta talk to your upline every day. You gotta talk to those people that have that same view, or you're gonna have because you are gonna have people that are gonna corrupt you. It's with anything in life. You gotta have that team, and luckily I have all of you, and I have my wife Victoria. I've had nights I didn't even want to do a showing. She was like, you know what, you need to do this. Go to the room. You need to take this call. Don't go to bed. Like I said, I get up at 3:30 every morning. So you got to have that support system. If you don't have that accountability, find someone on your team. Don't be afraid to reach out. They're honestly probably feeling the same way you're feeling. I bet you.
That's such a great answer and such a great question too, Tian. Thank you for that. I took a lot of notes on that one. And then another question too. I think a lot of people get to a sticky situation. They ask them to buy, then they're walking through the sign up process with them. Are you walking through that sign up process with them? Are you just passing them the link and trusting them? And so that part A question. Second part of that is, once you do get them started, what are you doing with them?
I'll walk them through, and I actually explain to them, I'm not going to do this because that's certain businesses will, but I'm not going to do this with you specifically. I'm going to walk them through it as soon as they give me that yes, whether it's through FaceTime, whether it's through Zoom, because I also tell them this is what you're going to have to do for your person as well. And honestly start training with them if they're able to, but you want to train them within that 48-hour period. After that, it's pretty much shot. And I'm guilty of this as well, because I will just go to bed, but you have to reach out to that person as soon as they sign up, no matter what. That 48-hour window is super, super important. Where's your second question? What was part B?
That was it.
You basically answered it. It was just, are you walking through that sign up process with them? And then after that, what are you doing with every rep?
Mm-hmm.
Or rep or member?
Yeah, pretty much how you were shown, Yeah. And the app. Just make sure they go through the app. Walk through the app with them. Yeah. And one thing I want to add, y'all, like I've been in this for just about 1.5 years, but please don't beat yourself up if you do take that. Like I said, I didn't believe in it at first. But once I got going, I kind of got some no's. I was like, you know what? And I wasn't showing as much as you want to. So even though you're not showing as much as you want to or hitting that micro goal, don't beat yourself up. Just get right back on track. It's a new day.
That is a wonderful feedback, because I think, honestly, that's basically what Tian was also getting to. I think that was an additional answer to Tian's question. Mm-hmm. Guys, I got one more question, but I'll definitely open it up. We're going to try and end this right at 9. I got another call that I got to pop on. I'm not sure if this will end with it. I definitely want to. We got a lot of beasts on here, a lot of studs, a lot of rock stars. So if anybody wants to come off mute and ask a question, definitely feel free.
Kylie, what's up, Kylie? Kylie Joe.
Hi. I'm in the room with Tyler, so I hear everything. And of course, there's going to be feedback, but yeah, I'm in the room with Tyler. I guess I'm trying to think of a question. So obviously, you came to a few trainings, took a little break. What got you motivated to like start doing it again?
My job. My job, honestly. My job. What I do. Like it is a very good place, you know, but it's temporary. Like I have to ask myself, do I want to wake up at 3:30 every single morning? No. Do I want to work for someone? No. So it's more of financial freedom. You know, I mean, it's not also about the money, but it's also about the memories as well.
For sure. Thanks.
That's what's up. All right, guys. My last thing would be Roy. You know, as you're giving us feedback, I'm sure you're having a playback in your head of different leaders that you've seen come on board different calls, whether it was with David Helgeson, whether it was on one of our calls. So what is something that you've learned from a mentor, maybe that we've come across that you apply to this business? Or what is something, if not that you're applying currently, what is something that you feel like you're going to apply as you transcend through this business?
Honestly, just learning to talk to people. You know, obviously having my background in athletics, so being that driven go-getter person, but I would say pretty much overall, like know the person that you're talking to. You know, and I've learned this from you. Whether they're red, whether they're blue, because that goes a very long way. You know, just being personable overall. You know.
Do you apply your job, or do you apply what you did at University of Central Arkansas to this business at all? Things that you've learned along the way as either a coach or an athlete?
Oh, yes, most definitely. And there's a couple of things like HB went over as well, just having that athletic mentality and like reaching out to athletes, you know, like you have to be a go-getter. You have to be driven. You have to be used to no's, you know, to get that yes. So I feel like that's pretty much a strength as well.
That's what's up. Everybody come off mute and say, thank you, Roy Lowery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boom.
All right, guys. God bless you all for coming on this call. Thank you so much, Roy, for being the servant leader that you are. And of course, we'll chop it again soon. I just hope that we've all casted to you how much we appreciate you and your leadership with this whole deal, because there is a new spark within our organization because of you. And we wouldn't be half of the energy or half the organization without you, bro. So thank you so much for showing up, and I'm sure you're doing your wife proud too. Yep. All right, guys. Much love. God bless you. Happy Thursday. Let's take over the world. Peace.
Peace.